Hi everybody, it's Andrea, aka Violet Kitty 411, and welcome back to my channel. We are back in Sim State University, attached to Pleasant View, and joining the Kitty household again for their last year of college. Now I'm going to have the kids all take care of some fruit trees before they start their studying to get this first semester of their senior year out of the way. Okay, so now that we've got the trees all in order, let's get some studying done. Once we reach our max studying, we've got a next project. So Violet's over here riding the investment wave, going more up than down, so that's good. And it's time for them to go back to the low-key cafe and bakery and sell more comfort soup. Now I actually have Violet and Zinnia wearing each other's hairdo, so I'm going to have a hard time remembering that which one's which. But we're going to go ahead and invite over our good friend the witch. Oh dear, Brooke Walton is here. Look alive, everybody. The critic is in the house. And she has left without ever trying. Okay, thanks. Let's greet our friend. Thank you so much. And you know what? Why don't you influence her to do some gardening? Because we really need the house cleaned up. Oh, thank you so much for bringing your cat. We appreciate that. And now start gardening and just dazzle them with the joys of comfort soup. And we'll get everyone taken care of. Julian is a good guest. How can you not want comfort soup, Julian? Goopy, you want comfort soup? Oh, Sandy Broody, you know what? She's actually a redhead, and I'll show you. So if you run boolprop testing cheats enabled true as a startup cheat, then when you type in SimDNA and the Sim's first name, it pulls it up, and look at that. She is a natural redhead. And I think I must have some kind of plague kind of sweeping Pleasant View, because my Sims are getting sick an awful lot, which is why we are doing the Grandma's Comfort Soup restaurant. It's amazing. There we go. Everybody eats comfort soup all the time. And I have a hard time keeping my servers on task, which isn't actually that unusual in a restaurant, not gonna lie. In the meantime, I have Sam over here fixing the things he breaks, which is great. And now I've got an atrociously evil witch on the lot. And so hopefully we might get some fighting happening, because that will often happen if you have one of each. Although Violet, you know, you can actually tell her to go home. Why don't you do that? Will you please leave? And thank you, Jane, for cleaning things up. Now I have some folks that have had some bad makeovers, so we're going to go ahead and fix them with one of these little vanities, because yeah, we can't leave them running around like that. Sandy and Venkat Tan over here are having a great little conversation through the glass. We love that for them. Meanwhile, Violet is just being the hostess with the mostest, showing Mortimer how things are done. Great job. And we are getting close. Only 2 more stars until our next promotion to level 9. That's fantastic. And the game giveth, and the game taketh away, and giveth right back. So that's awesome. Let's go ahead and claim that next perk, which is the perk up. That's awesome. And I absolutely love that they form actual relationships. And this is not, I don't have ACR or anything. They're just forming relationships. I've had marriages get ruined, including the original Violet and Jake's, by things that they did while I was not playing them downtown. And the only job description that is really good about staying on task is the one that's working as a chef. So good job, Zinnia. I think perhaps one reason people are getting sick is because of the evil witch and the roaches. So thank you, Jane, for fixing things. We do appreciate that. We do love seeing Goopy and Sandy playing with the little kitty. That's just adorbs. And you know, Jake, Dora Artemis is nice and all, but you really need to work on your staying on task. I'm just saying. And again, with the boys not staying on task, I mean, seriously, you guys. Sam, why don't you fix that? Jake, you need to wait on tables, please. And we're coming in tight with the last one. Just 5 more stars, and then we're at level 10, which is great. That will be the 4th of 5 businesses. Oh, and someone even finally gave him a tip. That's great. Now, there's nothing better than an impromptu dance party in a lobby, but seriously, you kids need to get back to work. And we've got 2 witches here. Would love to see a fight. And we just hit level 10, which is amazing. You know what, Violet? And that is, look at that, top ranked business. Amazing. So why don't you close the business? Thank you. And reset Samuel. Not sure what's happening with Jake here. Okay, he was like frozen for a second there. Okay, let's actually send everybody home. Okay, let's all go home, kids. We're going home. Everybody, yeah, Jake, it's great. Why don't you take your tray with you? Okay, great. So far, between the 4 businesses, Violet's total profit is 259,583 simoleons, and we are about to make our biggest dent ever of 207,515, and this will be one that she keeps for the long run. Now it is the middle of the night, but I lit it up so you could see it. This is our biggest, most expensive purchase yet. No, it's not much to look at the outside, because this is actually the Pleasant View Recreational Center. We've got some skating on the inside. We've got basketball. We do have a rooftop deck if we want to use it for anything, but right now, no. On the first floor, we've got some sales if we want. We also have some, like I said, some basketball, and down in the basement we've got a fitness center and a swimming pool, a little bit of a bar area, and some hygiene stuff. So yeah, we got a lot going on here. Okay, Violet, so let's start charging customers, and we are going to let's set our price for expensive, very expensive, ridiculously expensive. Let's go for ridiculously expensive. Why the heck not? And now start charging customers. Wonderful. Thank you. Now this is an entertainment venue, so mostly it's about letting people entertain themselves once they feel at home here. Wonderful. And Violet is going to man this. Oh, great. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. And you know what we're going to do is we are going to tell Zoe to leave. You got to go. You got to go. Oh, love that for you, Violet and Jake. Wonderful. I've got Sam in the basement tending bar. I've got Jake working as a barista. We'll see if they get any sales from that. That's not our primary concern. The number one thing is that, oh, and get rid of that witch. We already told her, just shoo her. Shoo her. So actually, you know what? Let's greet her with a kiss, kiss, darling. And now ask her to leave. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's the way we're going to do that. And Zinnia herself is actually just kind of working on her own fitness. And you know what? We're going to let that happen. They can all do whatever they want to do. I'll switch them around as they build the business. And Sam has hit his first level, and of course we're going to let him reach to level 8 before he transfers it over to Violet. And on a venue, I always like to grant free entry to my good witch. That way she knows that she's always welcome. And Violet, being the fitness babe that she is, loves a good old football toss. Plus, she actually has a heavy bag Ooh, better answer. You know what? Answer the phone. Answer the phone, please. No, Sam can't talk. Ooh, and here's another witch. Let's go ahead and grant her free entry. And let's greet her. I don't know if we're friends with Lexi. We are not, but let's go ahead and correct that oversight. Thank you, Lexi. And now I have 2 good witches who will bathe my businesses in the warm glow of goodness. Okay, we've got ourselves a reviewer. Let's make sure we get this done. So let's go ahead and dazzle her and just chat in general. She seems pretty bored. Not interested in insects, but that's okay. And you know what? Tossing a football is a great way to get a good best of the best reward. And how about some kicky bags? Sure, no problem. You know what? I have the manipulate option, and you know what? Why don't we do that? Manipulate her. And there we go. Way to go. And I feel like we may be getting a good review, but we didn't hear about it. Are you going to give us a good review, Brooke? Yes, no, maybe so. Let's clean up those leaves. The thing about the gym is after Grandma's comfort soup, my neighbors were getting a little bit on the chunky side, so this helps even everything out. And I'm kind of letting them do whatever they want, but nothing like a good old sea shanty to liven up the place. And Samuel would like to be best friends with Jane, and we can arrange that. Okay, didn't quite do it, but next thing, let's go ahead and give her a back rub, and that should help, because you know what? We've got no reason not to do that. The gym is doing its job, because let's take a look-see, and here we've got somebody that is at the top of her fitness. And let's see, Marissa Dye, how are you? You're just new here on the lot, so no, not so much. But yeah, they're getting fit. So Violet manipulated Marilena Hamilton into buying some jewelry that she doesn't need. Thank you so much, and have a great day. And one of the reasons I absolutely love a venue is because they can kind of take care of themselves and just allow my Sims to socialize. A lot less effort on my part. And we have finally reached level 8, which means we're going to go home and transfer the business back to Violet. So round everybody up. Hey, it's time to go. Thank you so much. Time to go. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. And now that we are back, let's go ahead and transfer ownership over to Violet. You got this, girl. Oh, Violet is sick with a cold. Okay, great. But all right, let's have her meditate. All right, now that Violet is healthy again, she can quit meditating. And why don't you walk to a lot, and you're going to go alone this time. You don't need to take anyone with you. Let's go back to Pleasant View Recreation Center. We're going to try Brooke again and see if maybe she wants to buy something from us. She keeps evaluating us, but we don't get a response. All right, and smart investing is increasing, and Brooke, hey, it's a good review. Yay, so excited. And best of the best, awesome. Now Remington Jones here is already a 5-star guest, so we're not actually going to dazzle him. If he chooses to stay, great, but we're not going to try to convince him. And let's get a sale from your future mother-in-law. Way to go. And Violet is now at level 9. She is literally 1 level away from completing this aspiration. Well, thank you for looking at me. I appreciate that. You know what, Violet? You've never actually made good friends with your future mother-in-law. We better fix that. And as my clients get more fit, we say goodbye to them. And just take care of Pleasant View this way. And we are closing in. We have 4 stars to go. We are so close. Violet figured she would take a little bit of a break by playing the pinballs. That's awesome. And she did it. We've got lifetime want. Congratulations. There you have it. Best way to fulfill that. Have other people reach the top of other businesses. That way we get the money. We will make sure that we give money to both Zinnia and Samuel for their participation. Now each of these shelves is worth $48,400, so I am going to give Samuel 3. That covers what he earned as a business owner, plus his scholarships and a little bit extra. I am also going to give Zinnia 3 of them, and then Violet will get the rest, figuring that Jake will get the benefit of everything Violet earns as well. So the next phase of this Let's Play is that we are actually going to have all of our Sims move out to Greek houses. Something I've never actually done. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes. Okay. Hey, bye. Have a great time at the Triania sorority. Perfect. Oh, good job, Miss Cleany Butts. All right. And now she's gone. And Jake, I think you need to join. You need to move into the Greek house. You, Jake. Yes. Jake, move out. Thanks, Jake. And as soon as Sam gets home from class, we'll have him move to the Greek house. And now that Violet is alone in the house, she's got everything. And we're going to sell her businesses except for the community recreational center, because that really works with her hobby. Okay, we're going to sell Beautifully Ever After for $68,646. That sounds great. We'll sell Low Key Cafe and Bakery for $101,000. Romantic Bubbles is selling for $61,000. I actually could have sold all of these for even more, but I just didn't really feel the need to. And the Tattered Yellow Rose for $70,000. Okay. And do you want to move to the lot? Absolutely. And we are moving to the Greek house with $470,296 of our own. And we will make sure that we jot that down. That way we don't leave it to those snotty girls. And when I entered this next house, it's showing that I only have $236,357. So somewhere along the line, I got robbed. I'll have to check back previous video to see how much the Trivar had. So I am actually playing the other 2 houses, but I'm going to be playing them on speed play because I don't really want to play them. And congratulations, boys, for coming back with A+, of course. And now let's get your performance all the way up. Maybe we'll actually influence the guys to complete your papers, because that would be awesome. All right, Jake, why don't you influence Ashley to write your term paper? Okay, and now you can sit down and write your term paper yourself. Two guys writing the term paper, it's going to get finished very, very quickly. Because it both counts. Hey, congratulations, Samuel. And Samuel, why don't you influence Castor to write your term paper? Yes, you stink. Okay, and Jake, not bad at all. And frat days are typified by sharing a bowl of grandma's comfort soup in the mess hall. We love that for them. And after just a day in the frat house, our boys are now officially graduates. Congratulations. So Sam, you're summa cum laude, and so are you, Jake. Way to go, boys. And Zinnia's getting to know the doppelgangers, but time for her to go to her final exam. And the Greek house has achieved a level 5 and is one of the biggest at the school. Don't stop now. Get out and press the flesh and make enough household friends to reach the apex of Greek house. Okay, great. And meanwhile, Rhea Avis, who is the me sim, is just happily playing some chess. We love that for you. And congratulations, Zinnia. You have just one more semester to go. Let's go influence somebody to write our term paper. And it looks like Heather Doppelganger has the best needs, so let's go ahead and do that. And Zinnia, why don't you write the term paper right alongside her and double the effort. Good job, ladies. And Zinnia, go to class, and then we will be on our way. Oh, and she's going to go visit the campus. Wonder what she's going to bring back, but she's got a final to take. I hope she comes back in time to take it. She took a pizza and now she's taking it to her final. And congratulations, Zinnia. You are now a graduate with a drama degree. Congratulations. Okay, so I checked the film and the sorority had 989 simoleons at the end of their redesign. So this number right here represents the 989 plus the 470,296 that Violet came with. And Violet will make sure she leaves with her money. So I accidentally left all the Snapdragons back in the dorm, which is fine. We will make some for my sorority sisters. And in the meantime, I'm having Brittany here working on her charisma, which she needs. Why don't you actually change the channel to the Yummy channel because you need a cooking skill. And good job, Tiffany. I'm actually having to have them. Oh yeah, let's just lock that in. And why don't you study some mechanical, Miss Tiffany? All right. And Brittany, you need a body skill. Okay, Brittany, why don't you do some jump rope? And good job, Brittany, for going and finding a pizza because, yeah, except for Violet, none of you are good cooks. And Miss Brittany's still working on that jump rope because she's not very good at staying on task. Good job, finally. And Brittany here wanted to learn some floral design, so sure, not a problem. Now, I may have sped through the other two houses, but I'm actually going to just go normal speed for Violet's house. All right, making friends with your sorority sisters. We love that for you. And Miss Heather, you have everything you need to max your semester, so you go ahead, go to class. Have a good day. Brittany, you've got class in 21 minutes, and yep, that's fine. You've got everything you need. And Violet, it's almost time for your final. Good job, Tiffany. And Violet, do what you normally do. Go to your final in your PJs. We love that for you. And Brittany apparently no longer wants to learn floral design, but she does want to throw a sports party. And you know what? You're completely up on your classes, so sure, why not? And congratulations, Dean's List yet again. And yeah, one more semester for you, Violet. And a Lego just caught Castor Nova cheating on her, but that's okay. And here's the problem where you invite the doppelgangers. You don't know which one's which. So we've got, here's one Heather, second Heather, one Brittany, second Brittany. Yeah, so I don't know who's who. And these two professors just apparently fell out, or, oh, she fell out of love with the professor? I didn't know she was in love with the professor. Okay, that's awesome. Or whatever. This is going to be a really bad party, and honestly, I don't really care. Is this, I think this is the actual, yeah, that's the actual Brittany. I'm getting confused, not going to lie. And Violet, why don't you make friends with that cheerleader? Because, oop, maybe try again. Now my girls are having a pajama study session, which we love for them. And what's in that? You have bills? You should probably pay them. You're the only one around here who earns any money. $6.94, not terrible. And Violet's got a hankering to visit campus. Wonder what she's going to come back with. You go do that, Violet. And a pizza that we don't need, but that's great. I mean, if you're going to spend time on the computer, you should give financial consulting and earn some money. And Violet just brought a ratty old couch home. That's hers as far as I'm concerned. And I am keeping track. Now, the girls started with $9.89 before Violet joined. Violet has been riding the investment wave, so money has gone up. But they're about to go to their finals, and they should each come home with $1,200, so that's $3,600 additional. And all three of the sorority sisters came home with Dean's List. That's fantastic. Let's get started with our next semester. And congratulations, Violet, pretty much all on your own. You maxed the gaming because I haven't told you to do that once. And you know what, Violet? Why don't you throw a toga party? And we're going to invite, okay, we'll invite the boyfriend. We'll invite everybody you know. Okay, I didn't actually invite everybody she knows. I invited everybody I knew to be a college student except for that. Oh, they have to go. They're kids. All right, fine. And instead of putting on a toga, Violet changed from her purple nightie into a white nightie, which that's fine too. And why don't you become friends with the llama? Wonderful. And I think it would be a good idea to become best friends with the streaker too. Well, if we can catch him. I don't think I can. And I wasn't paying attention, but she did hit sociable celebrity probably when she was running that gym on her own. I'm just saying. And great job. You had a great party, got out of your nightie into your blazer. We love that for you. And Violet and Brittany are over here playing some football. We love that for them. Brittany is a sports enthusiast. That's great. Is Tiffany available to talk? Sure, why not? And you know what, Brittany? Why don't you actually influence Violet to write your term paper because you've got the points and she's in a good enough mood. We're going to play catch now. All right, that's great. Yeah, have Violet write your term paper. What she's doing is it's just help because you'll also write your own term paper. And that way everybody wins, right? Yes. And with them both doing that, look at that. Brittany is ready to finish her semester. You know what? That cow is mean to you, but kill that cow with kindness. All right, great. And what did you bring home, Tiffany? A little stereo. That's great. And now all of my girls are ready to finish out their semester. Violet's actually very close. She's got just 6 hours until her final. And even though the cow was mean to her, he gave Violet a hug goodbye. And Violet, go to your final exam. This is it. Yeah, you better run. You're late. Okay, there you go. And congratulations, Violet. You now have graduated summa cum laude with a degree in economics, which will feed very nicely into your desire to become a space pirate. We love that for you. And now let's finish out with the culmination of your college experience. We're going to throw a graduation party. Make sure you invite your parents because, you know, it's good for them. And yeah, we'll have a great end to this portion of your life. All right, and let's break out the party. Oh, people are not coming. That's weird. And Heather, you don't need to go to class. You need to stay for the party. And it's always good to renew your relationship with mom and dad. That's awesome. Maybe touch base with the fiance. That would be a good idea. You know, he came in a toga, which is great. And they decided to lay one on each other. That's great for them. And Tiffany's over here hitting the cow and vice versa. That's great. And somebody made the cow cry, which is okay, but you know, we'll try to cheer her up. The poking never ends. Okay, come on. Bust a move for her. There we go. That'll help. And the guests had a great time. We better put everything in her pocket. We're leaving the girls with 3,700 simoleons. And aren't you going to grow up? Is there a cinematic for this, Violet? Oh, there we go. I have literally never seen this cinematic. And she's growing up to look very businesslike. That's amazing. So I left the girls with the $9.89 they started with, plus the $3,600 that they earned. Violet paid the bills. She left them with flowers so they can sleep well at night. And they're all ready to move on with their lives. So basically, they really benefited out of this relationship. So it is time for Violet to move back to Pleasant View. So I will have the other three have parties as well, but they're not going to be as big of a ragers. However, Sam and Zinnia are going to have one final date as college students. And Edward's over here singing the sea shanty. That's awesome. We love that for you. Sam's over here telling Zinnia about his friends who don't have majors. Now having a delicious meal of Grandma's comfort soup keeps everybody fed and healthy. And it was a roof raiser. Way to go, Jake. Take yourself a selfie, which is the only selfies. There we go. All right. And as soon as Jake leaves the house, we will start Sam's graduation party. And Sam's just randomly inviting people. So, yeah, he's not even wearing his robes. He took a nap and now he's in his pajamas at his grad party. And he took another nap at his own party, but come on. It's time to graduate. And yeah, that was a lot of no pomp and circumstance while your girlfriend... Okay, Zinnia, it is your turn to throw a party. Let's get this done. And go ahead and serve that bowl of soup because everybody likes comfort soup at a party. It's the most party of all foods. Gonna want to touch base with mom and dad just like your twin sister did. And ooh, that's disgusting. Maybe we should have somebody clean up that disgusting pizza. While washing her hands, she got a good roof raiser. That's amazing. And now it's time to graduate. And I'm so glad that Cass is there to share this moment with you. All right, and it is time for you to move back to Pleasant View. And with that, I think our kids are ready to get on with their lives. I will see you soon in the pixelated world, and that's all I have to say. VK out.